Anita.
And I am Laurie Ann.
And you're listening to Anxiety is a Mother.
Hello.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Welcome back, listeners, to the #1 mental health awareness podcast in the world.
In the world, number one in the world.
In the world, Craig.
I know that. So, how is your energy today? What's going on?
My energy is good. I went and looked at a location today, a commercial kitchen. ZZ's may potentially want to be there, so
Yeah,
we'll see.
that's dope. That's news.
Say what?
That's dope. That's major news.
Well, it's not official because I don't know. They didn't really have a lot of parking. So, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Always that's one of my biggest things. And whenever I'm going somewhere, especially to a restaurant, how's the parking? And do that. That's always a pain downtown in the city, period. So
yeah, parking is important. I feel like that's something business owners definitely have to take note of because that's you catering to your customers. So
exactly, yeah, that's super important. Well, good. I'm good vibes, good energy towards this situation. I hope it flows and comes like it's supposed to.
Thank you.
But I'm good. My energy's good. Life has been busy. This having a senior. Oh, and then, you know what I just thought about? You're gonna have 2 seniors at one time. I'm gonna be praying.
Oh, girl, yeah. I was like, huh? Yeah. Yes.
I feel like the boys are more low maintenance. Zaya gonna run you down through there like Tori is doing me. So,
girl, I already know.
Prepare to be sick of her, cause mine. She's like, I'm just ready to go to college. I'm like, girl, me too.
You gonna miss her.
I am, but so anyway, it's just a lot that comes with that senior year. Prepare for that. But yeah, outside of that, I'm good. Things are great. I can't complain. No complaints. So, what are we talking about today? Oh, we wanted to talk about hot topics today. I feel like we don't. This isn't a gossip podcast, so we don't give our opinions on things that's going on a lot because we don't really do. But the Super Bowl just passed. Everybody was hyped for that girl Riri performing, who hadn't performed in I forgot how many years. Sis ain't gave us no album in umpteen years. We're still waiting since Anti. But did you? I'm sure you didn't. But I'm gonna ask. Did you happen to watch the performance? I'm not even asking.
No.
Okay.
So no, I found out like 2 or 3 days later that she was pregnant. I was like, shit.
Girl, so I'm sitting there, I'm watching, and I'm like, is that a bump, like a baby bump? Because of course she just had a baby. So I'm not one for body shaming. And it takes us some time to get back to, a flat tummy. And sometimes, it takes some of us longer than others to get back to a flat tummy with things women's body go through. So I'm looking and I'm like, I don't remember her stomach being this big in pictures, but these people be editing these pictures to the gods. So, but yeah, sis has confirmed, her team has confirmed that she's pregnant. And of course the conversation starts about women in business, feeling like they are letting down, or fans feeling like they're being let down by women living their lives, which I have joked that we're never getting the album because I feel like we're never getting the album, especially after 2 kids. However, it's a joke. Some people can go really serious with it. And I just want to hear your take and perspective on it when it comes to, having such a high demanding job, having such a high profile, and still wanting to live your life. What do you think that takes for the Beyoncés and Rihannas of our culture, our time?
I don't know. It's really hard to speak from a life that I don't know. But I will say it's important to have a life outside of your career. And that fan life is obsessive. And I see why Beyonce gives us no captions in her post. I'm gonna give you what you get and don't throw a fit. So I feel like, if I was on that level, I would be the same. You probably wouldn't see me. Like
Yeah.
nobody would see me.
Yeah.
And I think it's crazy to demand like certain things from celebrities. Like these people don't know you. Like there's like a false reality. Like I don't know. It's just really strange to me. And I mean, of course, we all, we love our certain celebrities, but people who are obsessed with celebrities' lives more than they exist in their own lives, like it's a mental health issue. When you are so consumed with other people's lives that you mad that they didn't have a baby, they pregnant again. And first of all, my honest opinion on the whole, why we ain't got no album, I think Rihanna and Jay-Z been beefing for a long time. Because if anybody noticed, when you're trying to get a good Rihanna song for your Instagram stories, it ain't none.
Oh, really? I did notice that. I don't know if I think they're beefing. Well, I mean, he was there in support, so I don't know.
I mean, because she's still signed to him. And he has some type of agreement with the Super Bowl. So I'm pretty sure he's the reason that she was performing. But I feel like that was the reason why she started Fenty, because ain't nobody hands on that money but hers and whoever else she doing that deal with, because it's not music.
That's true. That's true. But honey, and if they are beefing, he showed dropping her name as him and her and Ye being the 3 billionaires that he done made. So
I
he
mean, business is business.
I don't know if I believe they've been. I mean, and they could be with the label
I
because
would say contractual beef, because she's still his artist. Like you're not just gonna shun her because, I mean, but on her end, she ain't made no music, but
yeah,
she's still signed to Rock Nation.
yeah. She she definitely ain't worried about making none either. Which I mean, I don't blame her, but I do love that she's living her life, that she's starting her family, because I know that's something I've heard her talk about in interviews and stuff that she wanted. So, and it's always good for women to be able to experience motherhood. That's just something that's irreplaceable, like none other. So, I love that. Moving on, I did see a clip today that and speaking of fans being crazy and obsessive, so apparently Busta Rhymes was walking through somewhere and fans were around, and this one woman goes up behind him and like grabs his ass. And girl, and he turned around, he had a drink in his hand, he turned around and threw the drink in her face, as he should. And so supposedly put out a statement saying, which I don't know where it came from, I just saw it in this clip, and that she said that she was just trying, it was an accident, she was just trying to get his attention because she wanted to take a picture. But in the video you clearly see her, like she was back behind him, she walks up, reaches back, and like smacks and grabs it. Says that wasn't a mistake.
I don't think a lot of people realize celebrities are real humans, like real people. I really think a lot of people are detached, they're delusional, and they see celebrities as this higher being to where they can't react, they can't do, like, you know what I mean? So it's just really weird. I wouldn't want to be that type of celebrity, honestly.
It's disgusting for people to feel like you can go up and grab someone. If that had been reversed and it was him doing this to a woman, oh, he would be drugged up and down on every blog, on every news cycle, probably would be on CNN talking about him grabbing this woman. So I don't understand why any woman feels like she has the right, the okay to do this to a man. Like that's just not cool. It's not cool.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Very much so.
And I'm off social media right now, so I don't really know nothing that's going on in the blogosphere right now.
Well, you have seen plenty of Krishan Rock and her toxicness, and that if there isn't anyone in this world that my heart hurts, like I want to see get help, it's her. Like so deep.
Yeah. What do you like? Who do you think is more toxic, her or Blueface?
I feel like they're equally toxic together.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, I feel like it's both. those are two people. They're two people that should absolutely not be together in
Mhm.
any lifetime.
Is
Under
she really pregnant?
I mean, I hadn't dug into it to really see. Now they had put out, remember, I think I mentioned something to you like one time we were recording and I was looking at some on my phone and I was like, they got married or something. Now
It
that
was
was,
a video.
yeah, I found out
Yeah.
after the fact that was a video. But I haven't seen anything that says she wasn't. Like I saw something the other day that she was lifting some weight or something, and some other celebrity was like, I would not be doing that pregnant. So I guess she is supposedly still pregnant, really pregnant. I don't know. I don't know.
I've seen some clips of like more recent interviews, and she still looked really drunk or high. So I was just like, is she pregnant or is this a really old interview? Because you could just tell when somebody fucked up.
Hmm.
So I was like, I don't know. From what I gather, at least on his end, I feel like it's more of a business situation. And the more famous he gets, Whack 100 is his manager. So I believe that they just kind of like capitalizing off of the situation, honestly. And I think she's really, really in love.
Yeah, I
And
do.
I don't think he's in love at all.
Yeah, I definitely feel like they're capitalized off in the situation. But it's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking to see. And I'm like, where are the women in her life? I don't know her story, her background. I don't know if her mom is um alive or they have a relationship, if she has
Yeah, her mom is alive. I watched the see, I sound so toxic, but I watched they had a clip from because I haven't watched their show, but they had a clip of
they have a
I guess the
show.
fight. They got a show, girl.
I didn't know that. So they got a show on TV.
A reality show on what's the toxic show? The toxic network everybody be on.
Is it not to be? What's that? What is it called? I
You're
think
thinking about the same thing, but it's real
I
ratchet.
don't have
But
that.
they have a show on there, and Blueface and her dad had a fight. They had a fight. She was introducing him to the dad. They had a fight, and like he was like tearing the dad up. The family was there. The mom was on drugs. Like she used to be on drugs. I think she might still be on drugs. I don't know,
Her mom
but
or
she was on drugs. Huh?
her mom or his mom?
Her mom.
Mm.
Her mom is on drugs. I think her mom and dad are or were on drugs. Because sometimes when people used to do drugs, they kind of still look like they something. So it just seems like she's always been, bless you. It seems like she's always been like in a toxic family environment. So I think the way Blueface loves her is just kind of maybe what she's accustomed to.
Yeah, that's mm.
And she's very toxic herself, and it's sad because from what I hear, she instigates a lot of the fights, like the hitting, or she's the one to swing first.
Yeah.
She's a very fascinating person. It is really sad because you could tell she's a star, because that's why so many people are drawn to her. But it's sad that it's in this light. It's in such a negative light. And I really think she's talented, like with her music. I don't
Yeah.
like everything, but I'm like that. It's a vibe all the time. I'm like, okay, like I fucks with it.
Yeah. I do feel like she can put that her shine her put that energy that she already has in her, that gift, that talent, she can put that into and show it in a more positive light. She would be super successful. I do hate
Yeah.
in this, like, because it's just ugh.
Yeah, he be embarrassing the shit out of her. And it's like when she goes or they go and do interviews together, like even the host of the podcast will disrespect her. It's almost like people feel like because he allows it or he disrespects her, they're allowed to too. And he doesn't even say anything.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, that's really bad.
I haven't watched a whole bunch of interviews, but I do want to watch the one that she was on
Be
no
small.
podcast. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
watched it. I only watched the first part because they want you to pay for the second one. I was just like,
Oh no, yeah, I'm not doing that either. But hey, shout out to them. That's how you get them, girl. But yeah, no, I wouldn't either. But I do want to watch that because yeah, I don't know. I feel like it may be the only one that she's probably done that's in more positive light and not a bunch of negative.
She was on Lip Service too with Angela Yee.
Oh, okay, so Angela, you probably did her right.
Yeah, but that one was really boring. But I
Because
don't
I
think I
mean,
watched the whole
they're
thing.
talking
But the No
about
for sure, huh?
they're usually talking about more of just sexual. So was it more like sex based talk and like
Um, well, Krishan is a very guarded person when it comes to women, so she don't really open up. So she don't really engage. So they might be asking her questions like they trying to pull stuff from her, but she ain't really giving because she just guarded.
mm, she got
Yeah,
trust
so it was just
issues?
like, huh?
Seems like she has trust issues with women.
Yeah, she does. I sound really invested. So I'm not on social media, but I'm still on YouTube. And a lot of their stuff just pops up. And of course, when I see her face, you just click right on. They know what they be doing on YouTube. But so when it comes up, I just click on it or whatever, watch the little clip or whatever. She was on, Monique Slaughter that was on I think Love and Hip Hop or something. She has a podcast with some guy and Blueface and Krishan was on there or whatever. And Blueface was just engaging with Moniece or whatever. And Krishan just was so mad that Blueface was interacting with Moniece. Like she was like, what the fuck? Like, what's y'all even talking for? Like she was very upset that they were having a conversation and she wasn't like it was. I was like, yeah, she just has serious trust issues.
Mm.
It's sad.
It's very sad, but on to to the one they love to drag and hate because sis moves on with the quickness. Miss Lori Harvey did go public with her new beau recently. They got all the girls in a frenzy. Tell me you was off social media when this happened with Damson. Do you watch Snowfall?
No, I don't. But
No.
I did hear that they were together.
Yes. Yes, they're together. And I just saw something that they from their Valentine's Day post that was shared too. And I was like, okay, he's still hanging in there. He ain't got cut off yet. He's still going strong. But one thing I thought was funny, and of course everybody else in the comments was on the same thing on our Valentine's cards. He said something about the first 100 days have been wonderful with you. I can't wait till the next 1,000 or 10,000 or something like that. And I was like, oh, buddy, you think you still gonna be, you think you still gonna be around? But it's funny, and I hope they work out. I'm not being funny, but we know Miss Harvey she don't keep them long. It's like she got a 10 to 12 month cutoff period, and it's a wrap.
Mhm.
It's a wrap. But I'm happy for her. I do love the way she dates, and I'll say why. And it's definitely because, like we were just talking about before this conversation, when it comes to relationships and how these men are, and just keeping your guard up. I feel like when she sees a red flag, she dips. I know
Yeah.
that for sure? No. But whenever she sees something that's not in alignment, I feel that.
I feel like Future was a walking red flag.
Oh girl,
So
I feel like that was just for publicity, as if she needed it. I feel
okay, so since we talking about publicity, 1,000% believe that her and Michael B. Jordan were in a contractual
oh
relationship.
yeah, you said that. Yeah, you said that from jump. And they do that all the time.
Yes, they do. And I was like, the average person, me saying that to the average person, they're like, why she gotta do that? Or that don't make sense. Like, so the celebrities do that. They do that.
And also, if you remember, Michael B. Jordan, there was a stylist that came out and put out this story. Allegedly, Michael B. Jordan was team same side. He was
And
the stylist was a gay man, outwardly gay man, and he came out
mhm,
making those accusations about Michael B. Jordan. Shortly after that, Michael B. Jordan's in a relationship with Laurie Harvey. Also,
I
before
mean,
he was
it
dating,
was a good look for the both of them.
but I was like, oh, okay, so he trying to, because in Michael B. Jordan, I don't think I've ever seen him publicly with a black woman. I want to say before he was with white women, was he not? Which that don't mean he
Yeah, yeah,
but it was just definitely out the box for him. And I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I definitely feel like I feel like you could be right.
yeah. And I was just like, people don't believe that celebrities do that kind of stuff. Like Lori Harvey got a whole lot of money. I believe that the contract was more on her end. Her family paid him to act, to do what he does best, to act.
You feel like they
And
paid him?
yeah.
Oh no. Now that's the only thing I don't agree with. I don't agree with that because
Really,
it was more of a benefit for him than it was her. I feel like she made a bag off of it. If anything, she made a bag off of it. I feel like for him it was for his image, and for her it was a financial gain.
I mean, it could have been a mutual thing because it looked good because that was coming right off the whole Diddy debacle and her sleeping with the dad and the son and Future. Like she was just kind of looking like a pass around. So for her to be in this loving, committed, seemingly Instagram relationship with all the rose petals and the sweets and stuff, I think it just kind of like painted her in a different light. And it lasted for about a year and a half to the date, per the contract.
Contract expired. Girl.
But yeah, I think it was all fake.
I never wanted to believe. I still am in denial about the Diddy thing. I'm like, I just can't.
I mean, they was in matching outfits.
And then they were at lunch, like with her mom and dad.
She is her mother's child. When she turned, I think it was 21, her mom threw her a finally legal party. Everybody just had on finally legal. And I don't know why that just really rubbed my spirit the wrong way. It really did. I was just like, wow. It's just like, everybody, world, my daughter's legal now. Have at it, huh?
I mean, I feel like a lot of people have finally legal parties.
Just the aesthetic of the trip and what they had on and the shirt, like it wasn't giving like, yay, 21, you finally about to get your first car. It wasn't giving that.
It was giving.
You could be out there now. Like she ready, y'all. Have it.
And she been at it since.
May the richest baller win.
No power to him. I just hope that hopefully it will be this phase during her dating years, and once she's married, that's for real.
Yeah.
After she's married and then divorced and married again and then divorced and married again and then divorced. Now that's when I will be like, okay.
Yeah. No, I don't see nothing wrong with her dating. I have no judgment. I mean, if she is doing like, relations for publicity, like that's very strange to me. But date them all. Like I don't see anything with it. So my only issue is I don't believe you should date everyone public. Because once you do find that Mr. Right, is he gonna be okay with? That's why I asked about the Megan party thing. So everybody you get with knows you have a past, but when your past is a secret and I don't truly know your past, I only know what you tell me, but you probably not gonna tell me 100% of the truth, and that's cool because I'm cool with what I don't know. But when I know and I see it, and these men are men that run in the same circle, they're all in the entertainment industry. Like, you know what I mean? So that's more difficult for me. Yeah. So that's why I was like, I didn't know if I mean, oh my God, this is such a gossipy episode.
I said
but I feel like Megan and Party are probably done.
Well, they spent Valentine's Day together, so I saw.
I'm not on social media. Okay, well.
Yeah, I saw. You know how the blogs post. I researched the Shade Room before this episode.
Oh.
This is why I have this information, just a waiver, because no, I don't sit up and soak all this in daily. I don't follow the Shade Room, but I did research the Shade Room before this episode so that I could kind of be up a little bit on knowledge of what's
up on the mess.
on shit that ain't got nothing to do with me. So I was like, let me brush up real quick. But yeah, so they did post, of course they're posting all the celebrities. I actually got nauseous just seeing everybody's posts with the flowers and the candles everywhere. And it's not because I'm not happy for anyone that had it, but it's just the fact of this is the norm. This is what's to be expected. And there are so many women that sat up and looked at that and felt like they were worthless, weren't good enough because they didn't have those things. And it's so heartbreaking. It's very sad. And I know this because I've heard these conversations of these people comparing their lives to this, and I'm like, oh my god, it makes I just hate that. I really, really hate that. But anyway, so I'm looking at the blog, I'm seeing this page, and they posted that they were it was them taking a shot out of little heart glasses or something. So I was like, okay, good, they're still going strong, which
Megan and Party.
yeah, I really love them together. I really do. I feel like I know people try to say all men are the same, but I do feel like from what is portrayed of Party, I feel like he's different and he's good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I really do. And which I know it's hard for men to, like you said, see your past, know your past and what you've done in the past, who you've been with. And it's hard for them to get over that. But at the same time, like, it's really selfish of a man to feel like, I meet this woman at 28, 29, 30, and I should be the only one she done had. Like, come on now, stop.
You know what? I think the only thing for me, so after everything came out about Meg, I went back and looked at the old tweets when him and the baby got into it. And the baby was like, oh, you must not know. You must not know about me. And I'm like, oh, he was playing in that boy face. Like, you must not know. Like, you don't know that I've been, like, you know what I mean? And I was like, I don't feel like Party knew at this time. I don't feel like he knew.
I feel like here's the thing. For a man to throw it in another man's face that he's been with his woman like that as an adult, on some get back before they were even together, just that childish stuff is such a huge like turn off. That's so disgusting.
Yeah.
That's utterly
corny.
It's so corny. It's so corny. And it's like, sir, who would even want, like, who, like, she's probably embarrassed that it probably was a drunken night. And sis probably embarrassed that she even allowed him to touch her. I don't know. It's disgusting.
I believe that confidence. Megan is attracted to extreme confidence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't think she probably embarrassed after the fact, but I'm pretty sure she wanted that.
I don't even feel like he has confidence. I feel like he has short man syndrome, and
No, he has big dick energy.
I feel like for me, I don't see that. I feel like it's portrayed as big dick energy, but he's very much a short man, and he got to walk around and stomp real loud to make his presence known. He can't just walk in, boss up, sit in the back, and lean back. That's not him. He gotta be loud, extra flashy. You go here and see me, because I'm this little man with this big personality inside, but I'm still little, so I gotta make motherfuckers know I'm here. When real big dick energy can walk in the simplest little whatever they got on the room, eyes on them, sit back in the cut and not say two words, but you feel that presence. So for his energy, for me, that don't scream. It scream short man syndrome that needs to be in therapy. That's what it screams. Something wrong with that man. But anyway, that's a wrap. I think we're over the gossip. That is a wrap today. You all can tune in. Make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube page. It's Anxiety is a Mother on YouTube. We drop a new YouTube episode every Wednesday. You can follow us on Instagram at Anxiety is a Mother. I am at Laurie Ann 317. My businesses are in my Instagram. You can check out energies.net online to order any of the best wellness products out there. And what you got? Where can we find you?
Oh, yes. And speaking of our YouTube, y'all, please subscribe, share the videos, comment, because we're trying to be consistent. We 4 seasons in, but we're trying to be consistent with YouTube this season. So please support that. I did forget to mention article with Coastime Mag came out today. I want you to read it. I recommended energies in that. Yeah, no problem. And you can follow ZZ's at ZZS_ice cream_puffs. Make sure you guys book us for your weddings, birthday parties, all the things, proms, graduations. And of course, you guys can always purchase pretty rolls. I think I would say March. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Originally, I said March. But at some point I will be taking Pretty Rolls off of our website. So you'll only be able to purchase Pretty Rolls at one of our retail locations. So make sure you guys are purchasing Pretty Rolls because you will not be able to purchase it from our website. Don't know the day yet, but yes, make sure you guys go and purchase that. Make sure you follow the podcast on Instagram at Anxiety is a Mother. If you guys have any show topic ideas, email us at anxietyisAMF@gmail.com.
All right, peace.